Hi everyone, welcome to Bliss Budgeting with Anna. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Anna. I'm a married mama of two sweet boys and the heart behind Bliss Budget Boutique. I decided to start my YouTube channel because I wanted to hold myself accountable and see the progress that we make towards our financial goals. I started cash staffing back in 2019 as a way to take control of our finances, get intentional with our spending, and build real savings. Right now, we're on a mission to save to buy our very first home, and I'm using cash staffing, budgeting, and savings challenges to make it happen. So whether you're just starting or getting back on track, let's encourage each other and do this together one envelope at a time. For today's video, I will be cash staffing for the third week of August. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's start stuffing. And if you'd like to join us on our financial journey, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. I am going to be cash stuffing $1,360. So my husband and I, we both get paid every 2 weeks, but I like to cash stuff every week. So let's start counting this money. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 160, 165, 170, 125, 180. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40. 540, 51, 52, and then 200 more. And that is $1,360. I'm gonna put this to the side. And I will be using my cash planning sheet right here to be able to see how much money I'm going to be putting into my envelope. And first, I'm going to start with my wallet. Sorry, I have a picture of my kids here. And then for my personal spending, I'm not stuffing anything. I stuffed it last week. And I usually stuff it once every 2 weeks. So for my kids' spending, I don't have anything left. I don't have anything left over for eating out or groceries. So for my kids' spending, I'm gonna add $5. And then for eating out, I'm gonna add a 20. And for groceries, I am going to add 25. And I'm gonna take out my receipts so I can scan them into my Fetch Rewards app. And that will be all for my wallet. Next, I'm gonna do my weekly expenses binder. And we're gonna start with utilities. And for utilities, I'm going to add $100. So now for utilities, we have 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 360. For phone, I'm gonna add $60. I'm gonna do a 50 and a 10. So now we have 50, 100, 150, 160, 170, 180. For yoga, which is my, I actually want to get a gym membership for this, and I'm saving up for the enrollment fee, and I think the enrollment fee is $150. So I'm gonna do 15 this week. And now for yoga, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. And we're getting closer to 150. For groceries, every week I budget 175. And since we already put 25 in my wallet, we're gonna add 150 here, and we're gonna do that in, we're gonna do a 5, and I'll do, I'm gonna do like that. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150. For gas and transportation, we're gonna add 125, and we're gonna do 520s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 5s. 3, 4, 5. So now gas and transportation, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 125. For eating out, usually I only budget $50 every week. And since we added $20 in my wallet, we're only gonna do 30 in here. And we're gonna do all 5s. Actually, no. We're gonna do a 20 and then 2 5s. So it's $30. For subscriptions, we're gonna add 20, and now we have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60. For miscellaneous, we're gonna add $20 as well, and now we have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. For rollover, I'm gonna add $25, and we're gonna do all 5s for that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So now for rollover, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And that will be all for my weekly expenses binder. Sorry, I had to drink some water. So next we're gonna do my 2.5K savings challenge, and we're gonna jump to August, and we're gonna do the third week, which is $60. So we're gonna add a 50 and a 10. I'm sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm a little nervous. This is my like I mentioned, this is my very first video here on YouTube. Yeah, if you have any questions, like, just leave me a comment and ask me. So $60 for August. So now for August we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 180, 185. And then when I'm done with this challenge, I am going to add this to my house down payment. And that will be all for my 2.5K savings challenge. Next, I'm gonna do my savings binder, and I'm gonna start with emergency fund, and I'm gonna add $30 to that. So I'm gonna do a 20 and a 10. So now for emergency fund, we have 3,200 in the bank, 220, 40, 50, 55, 60, 62, 64. So 3,264. For house down payment, I'm gonna add $150. So I'm gonna add the last 100 and the last 50. So now for house down payment, we have 1,800 in the bank, 900, 2,000, 2,050, 2,100, 2,120, 40, 60, 70, 85, 2,185. For buffer, I am going to add $15. So now buffer has 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. For medical, we're going to add $35 this week. And now we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, 220, 225, 230, 235 for medical. For new car, this is not a priority right now, so we're just adding a little bit. And we're gonna add $10 this week. So now we have 10, 20, and $30. And that will be all for my savings binder. Next, moving on to my short-term binder. We're gonna start with Costco, and for Costco, we're gonna add $20. So now we have 20, 40. And I just emptied this out because we just went to Costco, I think it was like last week. And I took out $120 from there. For household, we're gonna add $10. And we're gonna do a 10. So now household has 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, $80. And I use this just for like toilet paper, paper towels, anything I need for cleaning my house. I use this envelope for. For help, we're gonna add $5. So now we have 105. For copays, we're gonna add $5 as well. So now copays has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. Gifts is not getting anything this week. Electronics will get $10. So now we have 10, 15. For day night, we have $235 in the bank, and we're not stuffing it this week. But we are gonna add $40 to family time. And I'm adding more because my son goes back to school on Monday. So we just want to do something fun before he goes back to school. So now for family time, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 140. Beauty is not getting anything. And then personal care will get 25. And this is so I can get him a haircut this weekend as well. So personal care now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. For clothing, this is for my husband's and my clothes. And we're gonna add $10 this week. So now we have 100 in the bank and then 110. I need to update my budget trackers. For miscellaneous, we are going to add $5. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And I use this money just in case we go over budget on any of our envelopes, just to cover that. And that will be all for my short-term binder. Moving on, we're gonna move to my long-term sinking funds. And we're gonna start with car expenses. And then for car expenses, we're gonna add $10 this week. And now we have 1,300 in the bank, 1,350, 70, 80, 85. Next is for car insurance, and this is for our next payment. I think it's in January. We paid every 6 months. So this is gonna get $35. And this that's what I usually stuff every week. So now car insurance has 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240, 245, 250. For annual fees, we're gonna add $10. And I'll fix this. Now we have 50, 70, 80, 85. For self-care, so we're gonna add $5. So now for self-care, we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And then self-care is just, this is like my personal envelope. I usually cash out any extra money or like leftover money I have from my personal spending. And then I use this for, I usually use it to buy from like small businesses. Like I just bought this from Savings with Grace. I love this cash tray. And I'm thinking about buying some savings challenges. I'm gonna check Etsy later on today. So for vision, we're gonna add $5, and then this is just to cover any out-of-pocket money that we have to pay. Both my husband and I use glasses. We do have vision insurance, so like I mentioned, it's just to pay anything that we have to pay out of pocket. So now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, and for home decor, I'm not gonna add anything this week. We already have $675 in the bank. And then I had an envelope just for furniture, but I decided to put both of them together. So that's why we have that much money. For hubby, which is my husband, that's for his birthday, we're gonna add $5 this week. And his birthday is until October, so we still have some time. So now we have 100 in the bank, 200, 220, 230, 240, 245. And my goal for this is $300. For wifey, which is me, we're gonna add $5 as well. So now we have 100 in the bank, 120, 140, 145, 150. For Max, which is my 6-year-old, we're gonna add $5 as well. So now we have 50, 70, 75, 80, and $85. For Ezra, which is my baby, well, he's not a baby anymore, he's 1. We're gonna add $5 as well. So now we have 50, 60, 65, 70, $75. But he's always gonna be my baby. Athena is my niece, and actually I need to put a fully funded in here because we already have $100. 50, 70, 90, 95, 100. Let me get one, actually. And there you go. So she's fully funded now. For Alexa, which is my sister, we're gonna add $10. So now we have 20, 30, 40. And Emma is my goddaughter, so she's fully funded as well. And that will be all for my long-term sinking funds. Next, I'm gonna move on to my kids binder. And then spending, I already put in my wallet. Baby Ezra will get a 10, and that's all he has. I just unstuffed some of the money in here. We went to Costco and I bought him some diapers. For clothing, we're gonna add $20. So now we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 250, 255, 260. And I need to buy my son some clothes for Monday. I just been really busy with work and I haven't had a chance to actually go and buy him something. For school expenses, we are going to add $20 as well. So now we have $20, $40, $60. Sports and activities, we are going to get add $10. So now we have $50, $60, $70. For birthdays, and this is just for birthday parties or like to buy them a cake, and we're gonna add $5. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $45. For seasonal activities, we are going to add $10. And I'm really excited for fall. We do a lot of things during the fall. It's my favorite season. So I definitely need to add more money to this. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And that will be all for my kids binder. Next, we're going to move on to my month ahead binder. And we are going to add 2 utilities. And we're going to add $15. So each bubble is $5. So we're going to do 3. So now we have 100 in the bank, 200, 220, 210, 220, 225, 230, 235. And for food, we're gonna add $15 as well. So that will be just 1 bubble. So now for food, we have 100, 200 in the bank, 220, 240, 250, 260, 265, 270, 275, 280, 285. Phone is fully funded. And lastly, for gas, we're going to add $10. And that will be 1 bubble. So now for gas, we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 265, 270. And that will be all for my month ahead binder. Next, I'm gonna do my holidays binder. And we're gonna start with Valentine's Day. And I usually, most of my holiday envelopes get $5. So we're gonna add $5 to Valentine's. And we are going to color in 1 heart. So now we have $20, $40, $60, $65, $70. Next, for Easter, we're gonna add $5 as well. And then as it gets closer to Easter, well, we're gonna add more. So now for Easter, we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. For Mother's Day, we're gonna add $5 as well. Looking for the color. Here it is. So it'll be 1 rose. And honestly, I'm not really good at coloring. But I honestly love it. I love coloring. It's so much fun. So now for Mother's Day, we have 50, 70, 90, 95. For anniversary, we're gonna add $10. And each of these icons is $5. So we're gonna add color in too. So now we have 100 in the bank and then $10. Father's Day is not getting anything this week. Same thing for 4th of July. And then for Halloween, we're gonna add $10. And here it is. So each pumpkin is $5. So we're gonna color in 2. And for Halloween, now we have 100, 120, 140, 150, 155, 160, 165. For Thanksgiving, we're gonna add $10 as well. And we're gonna color in 1 leaf. So now for Thanksgiving, we have 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, $180. For Black Friday, we're going to add $10 as well. And I'm going to use this one. So it'll be one shopping bag. Oops. So now we have 100 in the bank, 120, 140, 150, 160, 165, 170 for Black Friday. Next, for Christmas, I usually, well, every week I add 25. So we're gonna do that this week as well. And now for Christmas, we have 400 in the bank, for 20, for 40, for 45, for 50. Oops. Oh, I didn't color in. And then I just color the star on the top. And then for New Year's, we're gonna add $5. And honestly, like, we don't do anything for New Year's. We just, like, my family, my mom and my sisters, we get together, we watch movies, we order takeout. So now New Year's has 50, 55, 60, 65. And that will be all for my holidays binder. And my last binder is my travel binder. And for travel, we're gonna add 2 road trips. We're gonna do $20. And for road trips, now we have 100 in the bank, 150, 170, 190, 200, 205, 210. And this is for every year we take a road trip to Georgia, and we love driving there. I love the scenery. So yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna do that this year because my baby doesn't do really well with long car rides. So we'll probably have to postpone until he's a little older. And the last one we're gonna be cash stuffing is flights. And now we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 355. And this is because my son Max, he wants to go to Japan. So we told him that we were going to take him to Japan for his 10th birthday. So we still have a long way to go, and we're saving slowly for that. And that brings us to the end of today's cash stuffing. Thank you so much for watching and being here with me today. Leave me a comment and tell me how long you guys been cash stuffing. I'd love to make some friends in our wonderful community. Also, tune in next week for my next cash stuffing video. And don't forget, keep saving and budget blissfully. Bye-bye.